Today I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial for this look here. I hope you guys enjoy. It's going to be kind of a quick tutorial with a voiceover, so I hope you guys like these types of videos and find it helpful. Here we go! I'm first starting off with some powder, and I like to use the, I think it's the London Stay Matte Powder. It's just a great base for most of my looks because I don't like putting foundation on all the time. Next, I like to go with a little bit of blush, and I like a more pale kind of blush just because sometimes darker blushes just make my acne stand out more, so I don't know, I just like doing it. And I'll put a little bit on the nose just because I'm extra like that. Okay, to start off the eye look, I like to use this kind of light pink shade from the Mauve Obsessions Huda Beauty palette, and I kind of just start off by putting that on my upper and lower lid all over. It's just a great base shade for how I want to get darker on later with the look, which starts already here. I'm using a different brush which kind of packs on more color, and I'm using a little bit of a darker pink and kind of focusing it on the outer, outer side of my eye on the top and bottom again, and here I'm showing it on both eyes. Sorry I didn't do that for the last one. Now I'm going to go in with this darker burgundy shade, and this is where we start to get a bit darker, and I'm just going to take this kind of in my crease and start to get a darker color down. I'm using a smaller brush just to kind of fine tune where I want to put the darker color. Okay, moving on with an even darker color. I'm still using this Mauve Obsessions palette, and I'm using the same small brush I just used, and this time I am focusing it even more on that outer kind of corner, I guess, outer side. As you can see, there's a bit of fallout, which I take off with a makeup wipe, which if you do use a palette with fallout, I would suggest actually doing powder last because then you don't have to wipe away any of the powder. But anyway, that was a mistake on my part, so here I am doing that on both eyes. Now you may be thinking, girl, the blend, it's a bit rough. This is where we fix it. So I'm going in with that same lighter pink shade, and I am attempting to blend. I'm not the best at blending, but this is the technique I usually use, just going back in with the lighter color I first used, and now I'm going in again with that darker color just to make sure that it's really saturated on the outer left side. I don't know, just on the side of my eye after blending with the pink. Okay, sorry, this voiceover is literally so bad, but here I go with concealer. I'm using a pretty tiny brush for this part because I'm attempting to do not a full cut crease, but about a half cut crease, which let me show in a second. She just takes her sweet time. Okay, now I'm going in and I'm starting from the inner corner and kind of just working my way up and trying to keep it on the, I guess, lid, not going into the crease too much or up above that. So this is where I'm placing my concealer, and I do this on both sides. Now that I have my concealer, I'm going to be setting it with some powder. This is just to make sure that when I apply the glitter in the next step, it is not sticking to wet concealer. So this is me applying powder. I just showed the shade I'm going to be using, but I'm going to be using a kind of white, or I don't know, cream shimmer and a pink shimmer kind of mixed together, and I'm putting this in the area where I just applied the concealer, and that way I applied the concealer beforehand just to make sure it has a bit more pigment with the shimmer. And yes, I apply my shimmer, with a flat brush. I think that's the best method for me. I think everyone obviously have preferences, but I use a flat brush for glitter. And then me attempting to keep in tune with blending, I kind of go back in to blend out the edges of where I put the glitter so it's not as harsh. This part of the tutorial gets a little rough just because I kind of don't show a lot, but I am applying a lip tint and then I apply some lipstick, and I'm using this dabbing technique to kind of get a softer touch to my lips instead of just directly applying lipstick, but I kind of don't show any of it. So basically I apply it and I tap it in, and that's that. I have no idea why I decided to do lips then, because now I'm back to eyeshadow, and I'm using this kind of pink shade for my inner corner just because I always like to add a bit of shimmer in that inner corner. Make the worst faces doing this stuff. Anyway, now I'm putting on that same pink shimmer. It's technically eyeshadow, but I'm using it for highlighter because I kind of like tinted highlighter. Anyway, excuse my nasty faces. I'm putting it on my nose, cheekbone, and attempted Cupid's bow. Okay, here's kind of a part that I also don't show, which is kind of stupid because eyeliner is always a part that I feel like people want to know how to do, so I'm really sorry that I didn't do more in-depth tutorial, but there's me filling in half of my eyeliner, and here's me adding a heart. If you want me to do a more in-depth eyeliner tutorial, I would be glad to, because I can film them. For some reason, I just didn't for this video. Yeah, I also just left during this part and kept filming, so... Oh my god, hey, she's back! Okay, sorry this tutorial really wasn't the best. This part is awkward. I'm trying to fix the lighting. Look at her trying to be cute, but she's messing up. So cute! Okay, so sorry about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was of some help, and I hope you guys enjoyed the look, and I will see you in the next video. Love you guys, bye!